Hi, this is Dr. Ivan Misner, founder of BNI, and I have a big congratulations to the Netherlands chapters of BNI for your 10th year anniversary. Congratulations, well done. 10 years is a great accomplishment. Now, I want to welcome members and any visitors that might be at this meeting. You know, I've been asked to talk a little bit about the power of long-term relationships. And I sent, along with this video, to your director, consultant, a graph from a survey that was done in Europe on BNI chapters by an independent organization. And you'll see in that graph that people who are in the organization for 2 years or more generate a fair amount of referrals. But the really big jump is 5 to 6 years or more. The people who are in for 7 years or longer generated substantially more referrals than those who are in for less than 12 months. So longevity is key for the generation of really, really big referrals. Take a look at that graph. It's really impressive, and it shows how the longer you're in and the deeper you build the relationships, the more referrals you're going to get and the higher dollar volume of referrals because you're building trust with people. There's a great story that I'd like to share with you as well about one of the founding members of BNI. He's been a member now for almost 29 years. And when he first joined, when I started BNI, I invited him, but I didn't think he would join because he's very successful. He was very successful back then, still successful now. But I wanted to network up. I wanted to network with somebody who I knew was more successful than me. And so I invited him in. His name was Mike, and he joined. And I was really excited. And after the meeting, I said to him, Mike, I'm really glad you joined, but I got to ask you, I know you're doing really well. Why did you join? And I'll be darned if he's a little older than I am. And he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, kid, let me explain how this works. He said, you got to be constantly filling your pipeline. That your business is like a pipeline, and you put these referrals in and these relationships in, and over time you build trust, and then you get referrals out of the end of the pipeline. And it takes time, and you got to be working it. And I see this as a great way to be constantly filling my pipeline. I thought that was a great answer, and I was glad to have him in the organization. Now, fast forward about 20 years. Now, he's been a member almost 29 now, but a few years ago, he was in my office. I'm now his client, have been for 20 years. And I asked him, I said, Mike, you remember that question I asked you 20 years ago when you first joined? And he was like, no, I have no idea what you're referring to. And I said, why? Why did you feel that this was something that would benefit you? And so I got to ask you again, why? Why are you still a member? I mean, I'm glad you are because it enables me to continue to do business with you. But what is it that compels you after 20 years to still be a member? And I'll be doggone it if he didn't put his hand on my shoulder again and say, kid. Or as I recall, I said, kid, let me explain how this works. And he did it again. And he said, it hasn't changed in 20 years. The pipeline is bigger. The amount of business going in is bigger. And the amount of business coming out is bigger. But the concept is the same. And that if you work hard to build trust over time, you get bigger and bigger and bigger referrals. And that's why he said, I've been a member for 20 years because the pipeline's bigger, the referrals are bigger, and the results are bigger. He's still a member today, 29 years, and he's not the only one. There are several people who've been in the organization that long. If you work BNI and you give it time, you'll get more and more business over time. Different people, different places, different races, different religions, different countries, different cultures. We all speak the language of referrals. We all want to do business with people we know and trust. And building that trust takes time. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This isn't a way to build your business overnight, but it's a great way to build your business over time by building relationships with other people in the context of our philosophy of giver's gain. That if I help you, you'll help me. We'll all do better as a result of it. This has been a real pleasure talking to you. I hope you found this information informative. I hope our paths cross the next time I visit your area. This is Dr. Ivan Misner, founder of BNI. Thanks for watching.